What's up guys, Trader Neil here, back at you with another crypto video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, and a couple other tickers today. After that dump we've had on BTC since Tuesday morning, I think a lot of you guys across the timeline, across Discord, have been pretty scared, and I wanted to record this video to just kind of quell some of those fears, to help you guys out and let you know where I think this market is going to bounce. Honestly guys, I recorded this entire video once before and there was no audio, and while that video was going on, I was pretty much saying that I think Bitcoin is going to bounce in this zone. And so far, it has bounced 2% since that low. So I apologize, guys, that I wasn't able to use the audio in that video. But I'll go ahead and make it again, and we're going to get started right now. And so if you guys like my content, if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel at traderneil and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. I post videos like this every couple days, guys, so if you like the content, if you want an edge on the markets, I'm your guy. Alright, so looking at Bitcoin here, guys, ever since we put in this move from our highs to our current low, 11% down since Tuesday, I want to talk a little bit about why this move transpired. So really, first, ever since you lost 103k down to 102 here in this zone up here, this is when the first real cascade to the downside begun. The value area high here at 102.1 was a big level of interest to be able to be held, because once you lose this level, guys, the probability that you come down to the point of control next is very, very high. And ever since Bitcoin came down, retested that value area high last night and couldn't reclaim it, next level of interest and the next level to be hit was your point of control, and that has happened now. And so looking at the chart, I see a couple reasons why Bitcoin might be putting in a bottom at current prices. And I would not be overall that surprised if Bitcoin does put in a bottom here. And why do I say that? Well, looking at the chart, you've got multiple confluences at this level. You've got your anchor VWAP from your lows here, as you can see. If I take the pull from these lows at 85k, and it automatically pulls it to current price, it's sitting right here at current prices. You've got your 4-hour 200 moving averages here. And then you've also got a daily level right here that Bitcoin is trying to hold as well. Another big thing that I want you guys to realize is you've got a lot of confluence in terms of market structure in this area too. Why do I say that? Every single one of these 4-hour lows from the beginning of this range back in the middle of November to current prices, every single one of these 4-hour lows is protected. You've never closed a 4-hour low under your previous low. And so currently, this is exactly where you want to see Bitcoin hold to be able to make another higher low. If Bitcoin closes anywhere below these last 4-hour lows here, that's when you're really going to start having issues. Now, could it come down to this 95k zone for another potential bounce and then get the real move up? Yeah, it's possible. I think that would be a nice line in the sand if you're not trying to be too aggressive about it. However, at the same time, I really think if you get below 95k, guys, with all this confluence here of support, the likelihood that you come down and see your value area low, this daily level here at 89k, and then very likely potentially the lower end of this range, I think that's all starting to come into fruition. So bottom line here, guys, I think for Bitcoin is you want to see this zone held, and to be able to push to higher prices, you got to get back above your value area high here at 102k. All right, and so if this zone of support is lost, I do think you come down and hit this value area low next. But overall, I think a larger rotation to the bottom side of this range is probably going to be the most likely thing, because you're losing that 4-hour market structure, guys. If this low doesn't hold, you're losing that 4-hour higher low structure we have this entire way up. And if that happens, you're probably going to get a more sizable move down. And a more sizable move down probably means range lows. So 87 down to 85k. All right, so that's it on Bitcoin. Looking at Ethereum next. Ethereum has come down to a large zone of support. Currently, ETH just bounced off of this daily level here on the chart at 33.27. As you can see, we've got a daily close and open at that level. And this could potentially be a low on ETH. You've got your daily 50 moving average here. You've tapped daily trend as well. Do I think that this is definitely going to be the low on ETH? That is a different story. If Bitcoin holds this 4-hour bullish market structure I just talked to you guys about, I think this would be a nice bottoming place for ETH, and this seeing ETH chop around a bit and then coming up to retest these highs wouldn't surprise me. However, if Bitcoin can't hold range lows, then I think the more likely scenario is ETH comes down to the $3,000 range down here. Now, I always mark this $3,200 level on ETH because this is a huge area of support resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4 different areas in just the past year have used this area as SR. And if I go back even further, guys, to back here in 2021, that's where it even started the first time. That's where the 3200 SR area really started to get going. And so I would probably look to scalp long that. But if I'm looking for swings, guys, it would be here at this daily level and at this wick low here at around $3,000. You also have your 200 moving average here on the daily on ETH, so I think it would be a nice bounce point. If the 3,000 level does not hold, guys, then I really think you got to be looking for 2,700 to 2,800 next on ETH. All right, and then everyone's favorite coin here, Solana, just came down to hit an important SR level here at 187. I think this being a potential low is very possible on Sol. Honestly, guys, you know, if you guys are following me on my Twitter at NeilAurora16, link is in the description below. I actually posted that I bought a big bag of Sol earlier today because ever since Sol broke out of this big 6-month consolidation range here, it has not come down to retest this 187 and 188 zone of support resistance. So now that it fully has and has retested the bottom of daily trend, I'm starting to buy more Sol. And honestly, if I were to lever up on Sol, I would like to see it come down and retest the value area high in the 200 daily moving average here, which is pretty much from 177 down to 167 or so. Might even move this down to about 165. But this would be a nice place to lever up. But at the same time, guys, I really would not want to see daily closures starting to happen below 172. I especially would not want to see daily closures anywhere under 157 or so. If that starts to happen, in my opinion, bad things start to happen for Sol, because you don't want to see it deviate into this bottom side range, honestly, once again. If that happens, then the likelihood you see 127 or even lower becomes, it really starts to paint a picture of what's happening next on Sol. So just keep that in mind. And then lastly, guys, a couple of tickers I want to show you is total market cap. So again, the total market cap is the entire market cap of all cryptos out there in the space. And right now, it is bouncing at wick support. Do I think that this comes down a little lower? That just depends on BTC, in my opinion. So if Bitcoin comes down and retests those range lows, then I think the likelihood you see total market cap come down to $3 trillion again is very likely. It's also your previous all-time high. So holding that zone would be very important on total. If that doesn't hold, then 2.73 trillion is pretty much the next area of interest. And then total 2, guys, which is the total market cap of all cryptos besides Bitcoin. This is actually starting to look like it's trying to put in a bottom. Anywhere above this level at $1.27 trillion is where I want to see total 2 put in a low. Because if you start getting below there, that's when you got to be looking back at 1 trillion or so to be a potential bottom. But I am liking what I'm seeing here on total 2. And the RSI has come down to a point where I think you start to see some hidden bullish divergence forming. And so as a result, I think a potential bottom getting put in here would be nice to see. Especially because, you know, altcoins have gone have gotten hit very hard since BTC has been pushing down, and even before Bitcoin really had that push down from 108k, altcoins have been getting hit hard for the last like week and a half or so. And so I think altcoins might even put in a bottom before BTC does, but we'll have to see. Alright guys, and if you want to trade Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, and any of these altcoins with me on an exchange, I've got an affiliate link for Femex in the description below. Really cool thing about Femex, guys, is if you guys sign up now and you're a new user, if you trade any ticker on Femex before Christmas Eve, you're going to be able to get a share of 100,000 PEPE coins. So just trade something on Femex, anything, and you're gonna get at least some of that free money. So might as well do it, because who can pass up some free PEPE coins, guys? All right, guys, I appreciate you guys watching till the end of the video. If you guys stayed till the end of the video, I want you to put code word crash in the comment section below. I feel like we haven't put a bearish code word in the comments below, so let's give it a shot. And if you guys have any comments about the video, if you like this format, if you like the tickers we went over, if you found it helpful, I would appreciate some feedback in the comment section below. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Stay safe, don't get liquidated, and this is Trader Neil signing out. Good to see you guys, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.